Imagine a day in 1945 in the hot sands of Egypt. A man named Muhammad Ali al-Saman was digging for fertilizer with his brother. Near a large boulder they found something unexpected. It was a big sealed clay jar, almost a meter tall. At first they were afraid to open it. They thought a genie or a jinn might be trapped inside. But they also hoped it might contain gold. They broke the jar open. Inside there was no gold and no genie. Instead, they found 13 old books, bound in leather. These books were part of a hidden library now known as the Nag Hammadi Library. One of these books was a complete copy of the Gospel of Thomas, a text lost for nearly 1,700 years. This discovery was amazing for historians and scholars. The Gospel of Thomas is very different from the Gospels we know in the Bible, like Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Those Gospels tell the story of Jesus' life, his actions, and his death, but the Gospel of Thomas is not a story. It is a collection of 114 secret sayings that Jesus spoke. The first line says, "These are the secret words which Jesus the Living One spoke." It suggests that the real secret is not just reading the words, but understanding what they truly mean. Finding this book was like finding a hidden key to a door no one knew existed. It offered a new way to understand ancient teachings. So, why was this important book left out of the Bible? Around the year 325 AD, the Roman Emperor Constantine wanted to unite the Christian faith. He and other church leaders decided which texts would be included in the official Bible. Many books, including the Gospel of Thomas, were left out. The Gospel of Thomas was considered Gnostic, which means it focused on finding salvation through secret, inner knowledge. This idea was different from the church's teachings, which focused more on faith in the institution. As a result, powerful ideas about our personal connection to the divine were set aside and almost forgotten for centuries. Losing this gospel meant that some very important teachings were lost to the wider world. These were teachings about how we are all connected to a field of energy, sometimes called the divine matrix. The Gospel of Thomas explained how to speak to this field using the language of feeling and emotion. It taught that we have the power to create our reality from within ourselves. The official Bible still contains powerful messages, of course, but some of the detailed instructions on to use our inner power were removed. The discovery in that Egyptian desert gave us a chance to rediscover this lost wisdom and understand a deeper truth about ourselves. The most powerful message in the Gospel of Thomas is about where to find the kingdom of God. Many people believe this kingdom is a place you go to after you die, or something that will appear in the future. But Jesus' sayings in this lost gospel tell a different story. Verse 3 says, "The kingdom is inside of you and it is outside of you." This is a radical idea. It means that this divine power isn't far away in the heavens. It is right here, right now. It is within our own bodies and minds, and it is all around us in the world we see. We are living in it, but we just don't realize it. This teaching turns everything upside down. If the kingdom is inside us, then we are not weak or helpless. We are incredibly powerful. The gospel continues by saying, "When you come to know yourselves, then you will become known. But if you will not know yourselves, you dwell in poverty, and it is you who are that poverty." This explains that our outer world is a mirror of our inner world. If we feel small and powerless inside, our life will be filled with lack, which the gospel calls poverty. But if we discover the power that is already within us, our lives will change. We stop waiting for something outside of ourselves to save us. This is a message of great hope and responsibility. It tells us that we are the creators of our own experience. We are not just victims of circumstance. Another saying, verse 113 says, "The kingdom of the Father is spread out upon the earth and men do not see it." It's like we are swimming in an ocean of possibility, but we have forgotten how to swim. We look everywhere for this power, in money, in other people, in future events. But we miss the truth. The power has been with us all along. It's in the trees, the stones, and the air we breathe. It is the life force that connects everything. Another powerful verse, verse 77, makes this even clearer. Jesus says, "It is I who am the light which is above them all. Split a piece of wood and I am there. Lift up the stone and you will find me there." This isn't saying that Jesus is literally a piece of wood. It means that the same divine consciousness, the same light, is present in everything. When we understand this, we see the world differently. We are not separate from God or the universe, we are part of it. This knowledge is the first step to unlocking our true potential and changing our lives from the inside out. The Gospel of Thomas gives us a very specific instruction for how to use our inner power. It talks about making the two into one. What are these two things? They are our thoughts and our emotions. We often have a thought in our mind like I want to be healthy. But in our heart we might feel fear or doubt, like I am worried about getting sick. Our thoughts and feelings are not working together. They are divided. The secret is to bring them together into a single powerful force. When thought and feeling become one, they create a new reality. Several verses in the Gospel repeat this message. Verse 106 says, "When you make the two one, you will say to the mountain, 'Move away,' and the mountain will move away." This isn't about literally moving a mountain of rock. The mountain is the big problem in your life. An illness, a lack of money, or a broken relationship. The saying teaches that when your mind's thought and your heart's feeling align, you can overcome any obstacle. You create a powerful feeling in your body, a feeling that speaks the language of the universe. This feeling is like a strong magnet that pulls your desire into your life. This idea is not just found in the Gospel of Thomas. It is a universal truth that appears in many different cultures and traditions. In ancient Buddhist monasteries in Tibet, monks are taught that feeling is the prayer. They don't just ask for something with words, they practice generating the feeling of their prayer already being answered. They feel the peace, the healing, or the joy, as if it is already happening in the present moment. This is the same principle, uniting the thought of what you want with the emotion of already having it. This creates a powerful signal that the universe responds to. We can even see this principle in the world of martial arts. To break a thick concrete block with their bare hand, a martial artist does not focus on the moment of impact. If they think about hitting the block, their mind might create fear and their hand will stop. Instead, they focus their mind on a point their hand has already passed through the block. They feel the sensation of success before they even begin. They make the thought of breaking the block and the feeling of it being broken into one single, unstoppable intention. This focus allows them to do what seems impossible. So how can we use this powerful secret in our own lives right here and now? The key is to change how we ask for things. The modern Bible tells us, "Ask, and ye shall receive." But the original Aramaic text of the Gospel of John, before it was edited, had more instructions. A more complete translation tells us to ask without hidden motive, and be surrounded by your answer. Be enveloped by what you desire, that your gladness be full. This is the secret. It's not enough to just ask with words. We must feel as if our prayer is already answered. We must surround ourselves with the feeling of our wish fulfilled. Let's try a simple example. Imagine you are looking for a new job. Instead of just thinking, "I hope I get a job," and feeling worried, try this ancient method. Close your eyes and imagine what it would feel like to have that perfect job. Feel the excitement of receiving the offer. Feel the joy of telling your family the good news. Feel the satisfaction of doing work you love. Don't just think about it. It in your heart, in your whole body. Be enveloped by that feeling of success. You are sending a clear signal to the universe that this is the reality you choose. You are living from the answer, not for the answer. This ancient wisdom asks us to believe in ourselves. It reminds us that we are not empty vessels waiting to be filled. We are powerful creators, born with the ability to shape our lives. The power is not in a faraway place or a distant God, it is encoded within our own hearts and minds. When we learn to unite our thoughts and our emotions, we learn to speak the language of creation itself. We stop being people who things happen, and we become people who make things happen. This is the freedom that the Gospel of Thomas and other ancient texts have been trying to tell us about all along. The journey begins with a single step, believing that this power is real and that it lives inside of you. Start small. Pick one area of your life you want to improve. Practice feeling the feeling of your wish fulfilled every day. Don't judge yourself if it feels strange at first. Like any skill, it takes practice. By embracing this lost teaching, you are not just hoping for a better future. You are actively creating it in the present moment. You are waking up to the truth that the kingdom of heaven is not a destination, but the very ground you stand on and the very power that beats within your heart.